My bad. My bad. My bad. What's up, YouTube? It's me, the artist in the sea, on my way home. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. And if you can hear me clearly, go ahead and push the 1 now that I've turned the sound or turned my mic on. Oops. What up, Pragmatic? Good now? Awesome. Sorry about that. It's a lot of things on the mobile app. It's a lot of things to turn off before you go live. To turn off the background music, turn off the wallpaper. You know, make sure the camera is on. Forgot to hit the mic. It's always the mic. It's always the mic. So anyway, Hump Day. Oh my goodness, this was a barn burner. This was a barn burner today. So much so, though I'm doing the stream, I have to be tactful the way I talk about it, because I do have some noisy motherfuckers, or nosy motherfuckers. Stay in this space, y'all know what it means to have a whole redone flat zone. In an office. Gaslight when the time comes to refute fucking incorrect assertions about your character and about your person. Than to be threatened with disciplinary action because they don't want you to speak. Your turn to speak after you listen to 3 other people talk without interrupting. It's no different than some of the shit we see on here on panels and stuff. Stupid. Stupid, stupid. Crayons have ears? Yeah, the crayons have ears. Or you said the canyons. They say little bunnies have ears. So that's so anyway, a little bit of professional discourtesy, making assertions about my demeanor and character that are incorrect, and not being given the opportunity to speak and address said issues and the fallacies wrapped in them. It's kind of disappointing, but not unexpected. So, thought about it like this. One of the things people do not understand about actual men is one of the things we talk about in this space all the time. And one of the books we talk about all the time, which is the 48 Laws of Power. One of the things it says in the 48 Laws of Power, and it goes through the rules and stuff like that, if I was at home, I'd read it to you, chapter and verse, which is to protect your reputation at all costs, right? So, if somebody is spreading untruths about you, it is your job, if you value your reputation, to address said things immediately. When redress is not afforded to you, or it's actually shut down, that is an issue. But the main issue is not understanding how serious some people take it. Let's think about this today and understanding what honor, respect, and integrity are, and why those three things with me will never have to be called into question or told to me by another person. They don't. Why is that? Out of the three, only one of them can be given or earned by people outside of you. Out of those three. And that's respect. Respect is something that you can earn, lose, or have for yourself, which is not reliant on anyone else to give, take away. It's not theirs to behold. Right? Self-respect is what you gain for yourself. And it's usually gained through acknowledgement of your abilities, your strengths, your weaknesses, and doing that interpersonal work on yourself to understand who you are and who you are not. And patting yourself on the back for when you do your best and picking yourself up when you are not at your best. Holding yourself accountable. That is respect. The other two, honor and integrity, have nothing to do with people outside of you. It is mostly people outside of you who won't understand those two. because those are not two things they can either give you or take away from. They can't. It's not. It's not there. It's not in their purview to have any control over. Now, honor is one thing. Honor for me comes down to a code, because we all know every man lives by a code. Now, if you're not blessed enough to have been in any kind of fraternal organization, military service, some sort of paramilitary service or anything like that, sports team, whatever, you may not understand what honor is. You may not understand what a code is. So let me help you. In a movie sense, let's say Leon the Professional, right? In a movie sense, just to keep it simple for people. Leon the Professional was an assassin, a very good assassin. Quirky as he may be, he was very good at his job. But he had a code. He had a strict code that he held to. And it was two things in doing his job. No women, no children. Plain and simple. Look, Malika, no, already. Somebody on the same wave with it. No women, no children. That was his code. Now, Danny Aiello, the guy he worked for, the Italian mob boss that he worked for, didn't understand that code. He thought it was silly. But he understood that that's what that man stood on. That was his code. As long as that's not an issue, you'll take care of whatever you need him to take care of in a jiffy and be gone. As long as it was not that. Now, to keep it in the same movie vein, Robert De Niro in Heat, Neil McCauley, had a code too. And his code was very simple. Do not have anything in your life that you cannot walk out of in 2 minutes flat if you feel the heat around the corner. Very simple code. He lived a very Spartan lifestyle. Yes, he was a criminal, but he was not a dumb criminal. He was a very smart, very intelligent, high-end, on the prowl, think about it, plan it out criminal who would tell you flat out he was never going back to prison. And how did he make sure he did that? By sticking to his code. Plain and simple. Nobody else imposed it on him. It is what he adopted for himself. And nobody can take it away from him. Good. It's what he held to for himself. I myself have a simple code. I too have a code for me. Very simple. 3 parts of it is honor, respect, and loyalty. Very simple. Now, part of my code is that I will never take credit for something I didn't do, and I will never lie on somebody for something they didn't do. I won't take credit for anything I didn't do. I won't lie on it. So you will be very hard pressed to get me to agree that I did something I did not do. You will be very hard pressed to do that. You might as well call it a day, because it's never going to happen. I will never take credit for something I didn't do. Never. Good, bad, or indifferent. I will not. If I didn't do it, I did not do it, and I will tell you. The other thing that I hold as my code is honesty. I will not sit there and lie to people. I won't. I realized a long time ago in life that unless somebody can kick your ass, there's no reason for you to lie. I learned that as a kid. You know why? Because you don't do anything you're not willing to take the repercussions of. And since nobody is in a position to hand down any repercussions to me, there's no reason to lie because I'm not afraid of the consequences. And the fun part about it, and this is one of the things I've taught my children, the fun part about telling people the truth is that they never believe you. They never believe you, which is indicative of them, not of you. So that's why I do it. I have no qualms about telling somebody the honest to God truth. God damn. This motherfucker almost hit me. I almost died here. Because he was driving way too fucking fast. And almost hit into me. This motherfucker was all on the side of the road, in the dirt, 90 miles an hour, not paying attention. Let me get the fuck away from him, because he almost killed my ass. Because I would have he would have hit my car and ran me straight into the tow truck ahead of me that had the lift gate up, and it would have went right through the window. That would have been the end of Artisan MC on camera, because they was driving too goddamn fast and not paying attention. Somebody love me. Thank you, God. Thank you, Granny. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate you. Because that would have been a severe punctuation to that damn day. I know y'all heard it. If the camera was tilted a little bit, you should have been able to see it, because that motherfucker was all on the side of the road, damn near hitting the barrier. Fucking hell. Almost curtains, Muggsy. Still ain't trembling. And still not trembling. Thanks, studio. Yeah. Maybe their reflexes are, because I didn't see them coming. I told y'all before, I don't look in my rear view. I look in my sides, because my rear view mirror is small. So I didn't see them barreling up behind me. But I travel this road every day, so I know that there is a slowdown up here, and you can't just go 90 miles an hour and not be looking where the fuck you're going. You got to be able to see as fast as you drive. So back to what I was talking about, be it the truth. If I was to tell somebody about what just happened that wasn't there, I wouldn't embellish. I damn sure wouldn't embellish. I would give them a point by point of exactly what was happening. Just like I give you guys the movie reviews, point by point of what was happening, because I am dispassionate about it and I want it to be as accurate as possible. Appreciate you, Charles D. Charles D hitting the super chatty coffee money. I didn't go get coffee today because I didn't want to deal with their bullshit. Shout out to Charles D. Let me give you that 3B. So now, like I said, the funny thing about truth is most people won't believe you. So they'll think you're lying anyway. So that's kind of funny to me, because you can tell people the absolute truth and they will not believe you whatsoever. They won't. Charles said, when you speak the truth, you think them things don't see you. Be safe. Yeah, they do. Protected, divinely blessed, I guess. I'm thankful. That's why I gave a shout out to my grandmother and my boy, um, Ron Bundrum. Hallowed be his name forever. And whoever else. Real men play video games. Yeah, they do in this generation. So it's kind of entertaining in a sense to me because they never believe you. So for Malika, there's a scene in the movie The Mule, to keep it in that little movie space where some people can grab onto it. There's a scene in the movie The Mule, and he is doing one of his biggest drops for these drug dealers, right? And they sweating him down because the second in command has killed the head drug dealer. So now he's in charge. And he want to rule things like with an iron fist or an iron cowboy hat. So he's putting a lot of pressure on this mule to deliver this stuff when he's always done it. But they're just being really, belligerent with him. And what he finds out is that his ex-wife, who he loves, is dying of cancer. And his granddaughter calls him to tell him that. And he makes a decision. Instead of delivering his load, he knows what he has in his truck. Instead of delivering his load, he goes to be by her side because he was always gone on the road when they were married, when they got divorced, raising his child, missed his child's wedding. It was always about working this business that he had to try to provide for them. Okay. Now he rushes to be by her side while she is at home dying. And she asked him, where did he get all that money from? Because all of a sudden, he lost his business. And then all of a sudden he was able to start his business again. He was able to fund the repairs on the Veterans Hall and stuff like that. He was able to pay for his granddaughter to go through cosmetology school and pay for her wedding and stuff like that. All of a sudden he had the money to do that. And nobody knew where the money came from. And so his ex-wife, she never remarried. He never remarried. He loved her. She really appreciated him being there, even though she talked to him greasy when she was well. She asked him, where did he get the money from? Where did the money come from? And he told her he had made a joke with her twice, that he was a male model and some other stuff, right? He like 80, damn near 90 years old, right? He's making this joke. And then he tells her, I am muling drugs for a drug cartel. And they pay me a lot of money to move these drugs up here. And she just laughs it off. She laughs it the fuck off. Why? Because it sounds too ridiculous to believe. But he told her the truth. He told her the truth, 100%. Now that's a movie, but that's indicative of people too. You can test this out any day of the week. Any day of the week. With people you see all the time. You can test it. It's a simple psychological test. You walk by people every day in public, you see them, people you know, people you work with, whatever. You say, hi, how you doing, whatever. When they ask you how you're doing, tell them exactly how you feel. They will not believe you. If you tell them, I really feel like shit today, they go last like, oh, you bullshit, man. What's up? What's wrong? You didn't get none last night? No, I feel like this world is, crap. Yada, yada, yada. It won't believe you. You talking to a female and she asks you seriously, hey, you want to go to this thing with me? Or what does this dress look like? And you tell her, you look too big to be wearing that dress. No, I really don't want to go there and hang out with your friends that I don't like. Tell them the truth. They will not believe you initially. And then when they look at you and understand that you're serious, then they'll be mad at you for telling them the truth, at least in the women's situation. They'll be mad at you for telling the truth. People are not used to hearing the truth. They don't like it. It fucks with them. They're so used and sensitized to hearing lies, the truth is all of a sudden obscene. They don't like it when you do it, and they don't like it when they hear it. Who can tell Lizzo she's a fat fuck and don't need to be twerking? Who can tell her that? Who can tell her? Appreciate it, Studio. Studio said, God must want you to keep giving us this geek info and providing other value you bring to the loved ones. Keep it up, bro. He must. He must. We say God love a fool. How can you be a fool? It's a fool who's honest in a room full of liars. That's the fool. It's a fool who tells people exactly what he thinks. Exactly what they ask him about, he tells them the 100% truth. That's a fool. You know why? Because people cannot handle that shit. They can't. I know it. I've tested it. I've tried it. They cannot handle the truth, especially not females. Appreciate you, Studio, for the cash. Not the cash app, but the super chats. I will give you the guts and butts. Appreciate you.
Double up, 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies, running up. Never let a hard time on
the watch. And to Charles D with another fever. Appreciate you, Charles. He said, we'll know of a King Solomon. And we say, Solomon, how do you do it? Funny. Get the Bible on me. Get the Bible on me. Appreciate you, Charles, for the double up. I will give you the guts and butts for the double up. Appreciate you, Charles.
Double up, 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies, running up. Never let a hard time on the
Now, our culture right now, I'll wrap this up on the truth, but I don't want to grandstand on this shit, even though I got distracted. Our culture is going through a fucking orgy of lies. If you look at geekdom and what's going on with Star Wars as far as what KK is doing, who can tell her that what she has done has fucked up that franchise? Can you tell her that? Will she hear you? Regardless of all the evidence, not to the contrary. Can't tell her. Don't want to hear the truth. Oh no, that's just a small group of people. The entire 40-year-old and up fan base? Now, the other thing for me is loyalty and integrity. And for me, those things kind of go together. Integrity means even if you are not there, I would not say something bad about you. I won't talk behind your back. I wouldn't say anything behind your back. I would not say to your face. Not bear false witness. That's in the Bible. Won't do any of that. Why? It is wrong to me. It feels wrong to me. So I will not do it. If I say I am going to do this and I did this, I will do exactly that. You guys have seen it. You don't need no more of an example of just what? Last week, week before, what did I say I wanted to do? I wanted to get away. I wanted to go to this place in the world and stand in this spot. And what did I do? I did exactly that, no matter the cost, and sent you pictures and video of me being right there. Integrity is something nobody can give you. You build that in yourself from holding to what you believe in. One of the things I believe in is being straight with people, being respectful, being honest with them, treating them like they actually matter. Before they ever do that to me, I do it first. I lead with respect. I lead with honesty. My integrity is such is that I cannot, if I did something and it was fucked up, I would be able to sit here and tell you, yes, I did it, and this is why I did it, and this is what I learned from doing. Now that also throws women, throws them off. Because if I say, yes, I cheated on my wife, that ain't something you're supposed to tell people. But it happened. That's exactly what the hell happened. And if you want to know why I did it, this is why I did it. And if you want to know if I thought it was a good thing, no, I didn't. Did I enjoy the actual act? Yes, I did. I did. Was it the best thing I could have did? Absolutely not. What did it do to me? It left a scar on my soul. That's what it did. I lost a piece of myself by doing that shit. And really stuck the knife in somebody I really did love. Integrity is what makes me able to admit something like that, because it is what the fuck it is. It happened. I cannot deny the reality of the fact that it did. It did. And I can speak to it because I've done the inner accountability in the personal work in therapy and otherwise to be able to say that, to own it. Yeah, I fucked up and did something really fucked up. Yes, I did it. Me. It wasn't the circumstance, it wasn't this. No, I chose. I made a choice and I did that shit. No, it wasn't the best thing I could have fucking did. No, it wasn't. And no, in retrospect, would I do it again? Probably fucking not. But I also know there's possibly a chance I still would have. That's just what it is. My integrity will not allow me to lie. It won't. It won't allow me to feed you a falsehood to you know, shore up my fucking ego. You listen to people that know me, I will tell them I don't have an ego like that. I don't. I don't need to be right in every situation. I know I do fucked up shit just like I do good shit. But what I will never do is not own the fucked up shit I did. Because I know exactly why I did it if I did it. If I did it, it was done for a reason. And I have no problem speaking to that shit. None. Another movie example of that, same movie, The Mule. What did I tell Malika Sunday? When I was telling him about the movie, when the mule, Clint Eastwood's character, got caught. He got caught by the same DEA agent he was talking to about children. What did he do when he got in court? I'm guilty. I did it. And everybody was looking at him like he's fucking nuts. Why? Because in that situation, you're supposed to drop your integrity and lie. Say you didn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He did exactly what he knew exactly what he did, and he did it. He didn't see the point in sitting in there and lying about it and pretending like he didn't. I'm guilty. Nope, I did it. I did all of those things. Yes. It went on to federal prison. Now that is just a movie, but it's an extreme example in a movie of how holding to your integrity, what it means and what it looks like. So if I tell somebody I did not do that, one, given my character, given my track record, you know I'm being honest. And two, given my integrity, I wouldn't do that to lie to myself. That's the main thing. It's beneath me. I know it's beneath me. It's beneath what I want to represent as a man. So I will not do it. That goes back to the honor, it goes back to the truth, and it goes back to the loyalty. What am I loyal to? This motherfucker I have to see in the mirror. More than anybody else on the planet, I am loyal to this person. And this person wants the best, wants to put forth the best that I can do in everything I do, like a goddamn samurai. So I'm not going to stand here and tell you I didn't do something that I did. I'm also not going to stand here and tell you I didn't do something that I did. Will not happen. I've got whole ass whoopings as a child for that shit. Whole ass whoopings. Did you do it? Yes, I did. Bow. Why the fuck you do it then? You gonna try to stand up there and just take it? You shouldn't have did it then. No, maybe I should have done it. But I'm not gonna stand here and lie to you and say I didn't. That was something that couldn't be beat out of me through childhood. It ain't about to get beat out of me in adulthood at damn near 50. You can forget that shit. I am not dropping, laying down, crawling over the self-respect that I have for me, the integrity I have for who I am, for nobody. You can also forget that shit. Not happening. Not. But this day and age, it is really weird and hard for people to accept that. Because everybody, or most people, always saving their ass by lying, throwing it on somebody else. David Goggins right now is going through this whole thing about his military record and everything. because some other person came out and slandered his fucking name and said, "Oh, I don't know him," or none of that other shit. And what did David Goggins have to do? Go on the same podcast the asshole was up there slandering his name was on while he trying to peddle a book. Go on the same podcast and show receipts. Show his service records, show documentation, show the text messages of the same motherfucker trying to get on his team and get him to help push his book. Grimy, lying ass motherfucker wanting to project that shit onto somebody else. As a black man, you get that all the time. There's always somebody trying to gaslight you and tell you what you're feeling and what you did, but never asking you, what are you feeling and what did you do? Never asking you that shit. You know why? Because they have no integrity. And they don't understand yours if you have it. They hate it. They dislike it. You know why? Because it makes you, in some senses, incorruptible. Integrity means, look, you dropped your wallet somewhere and I found it. I'll return the wallet to you with all the money in it. Because I don't need to take shit from you. And out of respect, I would want you to get back everything you had in your wallet, just like I would want to get back everything I had in my wallet if I lost it. My integrity will not allow me to, well, he lost his wallet, and this is just a finder's fee, and then I'll return everything else. Bullshit. That's bullshit. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. The change I want to see in the world is people acting like they got some goddamn sense and being decent to each other. At the most, as I've told you, one of my mottos, RIP, respect is paramount. Respect is the first thing I'm going to give. They lost this. They might need this money. Let me make sure it gets back to them. Hey, found your ID. This is your wallet. You dropped it here. Have a good day. Peace. Because I would want somebody to do that shit for me if the roles were reversed. That's why I spend no time talking shit about people, trying to fuck people over, lying on motherfuckers. That is not respectful, and it shows no kind of integrity in yourself. You do not value yourself. Fortunately or unfortunately, I happen to value myself. And it may not be to the moon and back, but motherfucker, it's enough that I will not do things to besmirch what I feel it means to be a man. I will not sully that. I will not lay it down sometimes. Fuck no. Ever vigilant. Let me know if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. Can't keep going if you don't respond. Let me know if you want with very low. What about now? Malika's listening. What about now? There we go. Okay, this phone is weird when I turn the car off. Just fucking weird. Okay, it seems like it was delayed too. Awesome. So integrity. I will own my actions. It's still low. Hold on. I will own my actions, but I will not take blame, ridicule, or anything for something I have not done. I won't. And you're not gonna make me take that shit either. Now, in the grand scheme of things, in this day and age, people, and black men specifically, get lied on a lot. One of the things I learned in my 20s was that you cannot allow somebody to put a jacket on you that is not yours, that does not fit. That is called a projection. Psychologically, it's a projection. Everything they're trying to tell you that you are, you did, you said, all that shit, that's a projection from them. That's their inner negativity they're trying to place onto you. So they feel justified and comfortable in trying to tear you down. That is a manipulation thing. It is. Now, the problem with me is that I understand a lot of this. I've had some training in understanding a lot of this, but I understood a lot of it before I got some training. So I don't play those games. I'm very direct, and I have no problem saying whatever the hell is on my mind, with or without curse words. I'm very articulate, and I write really well. So I don't look like the average everyday Negro. And if you ever talk to me, you would see that very clearly. Now, this hump day has been a pain in the ass for a number of reasons, just like that. Just like that. And a lot of what I'm hearing is a lot of childish behavior and a lot of projection and a lot of individuals' personal biases and fears being projected onto me and people wanting me to say I did that shit. No, I didn't. That is not my responsibility. Your fear, insecurities, that is yours to deal with in life, period. The end. It is nobody else's job unless you pay them, and that's a therapist, to deal with that shit. That's yours to deal with. If you have a problem separating your work from your life, then you got a problem because it ain't the same fucking thing. That's the place you earn your money. It's not the place you look for your validation. You look for your validation out in the world and what you do for other people outside of your job. Because then you're doing it not for pay. Then you're doing it because you actually give a fuck. You are showing some respect to other people. You are honoring other people in the world. And it will bolster, you know, your honor, your sense of honor, your own code, and your integrity. Because you will hold to that. And no one can take it away from you. Because no one gave it to you. It's what you developed and cultivated within yourself. From your accomplishments, from your failures. And you will see that when you have that, a lot of people look at you and treat you differently because they don't. Think about some of the stuff you hear in the news tonight, if you listen to the news or on the panels on YouTube or whatever. And think about, ask yourself the question, does the person there really care about how they're represented? Can you see them having high integrity? Can you see them having a high sense of honor or respect? Don't even get to, can you see them being truthful? You will find that a lot of people are lacking because it's not what is valued in the culture at all. You want to talk about corruption in politics? What is corruption? Lack of integrity. That's why you'll take money for not doing what you're supposed to be doing while in office. That's why you will lord power over somebody else to try to get them to do what you want them to do, which you know is wrong in the first place. Lack of honor, no integrity. That's why you'll see people bowing down to, oh, well, everybody else told me I had to do it, and I didn't want to be the odd man out not doing it, so I just went ahead and did. No fucking integrity. What was that quote from Civil War that Angry Man was telling y'all about with Captain America? When everybody else is telling you, you know, no, you should go this way. You're supposed to plant yourself like the roots of a tree and say, no, you move. What is that? It's integrity because you honor something. And it usually honors a code. People can get it twisted a lot. And if you allow them, they will get you twisted as well. Now, I don't tell people how to live. I don't. I tell people how I live. That's it. And it's not easy. It's not. Spiritually and emotionally, it's not easy. Mentally, at times, it can be taxing. It can be fucking tiring. But you never hear me talking about stopping because stopping is not an option. When negative is said about a person, I look at their track record and not what people tell me to look at a track record. I look at their track record and see, do I can I see it being likely that something like whatever negative they're passing me would come out of them. And I match it up to my experiences with them. I'm never matching it up to this is what somebody told me they said or they did. Because, like I told you guys before, I am not a goddamn sheep. I am not a sheep. I am not a lemming. I am a GDI Sigma male. I am not a follower. Never will be. I align with people, but I ain't following nobody. I'm following me. Because my course will always diverge from the bullshit. Charles up there. I know he's sending me a bunch of big booty chick pictures. It will always diverge because that's not the shit I'm on. So if the he said, she said, because I'm the type of person to stick to myself and be self sufficient, bothers motherfuckers. Because when they don't know your business, they make it up. And when they know your business, they lie about it. And you stand in opposition of the bullshit that they own and will shine a light on it, you're going to have a problem. You are going to have a problem. And you just need to accept that. Don't mean you got to like it. It doesn't mean that you just let bullshit happen to you. No, no, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means you understand, like, you know, standing in the rain with a metal rod in the middle of a lightning storm, you will have some shocking results. That's all it means. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm hungry. I need a shower. It's hump day. And I have a lot of writing to do. So, and I have some videos to put out too for you guys. So, let me get here and get that done. Excuse me. Look for the Marvel's Blue Beetle, Ahsoka, Star Wars Visions 2, and Mandalorian reactions. The others' reactions review for the Mandalorian should be coming up tonight, as long as the internet is working correctly when I get inside. Um, Thank you to the folks that donated in the super chat. Um, Appreciate anybody you would like to donate on the Cash App. Appreciate that. Say a prayer for your boy. I will say a prayer for myself when I get inside to thank whatever higher power protected me from that shit, because that would have been over. That would have been curtains like a motherfucker for real. That would have been curtains like a motherfucker. So I must be doing something right. Or hell is overburdened. Or hell was kind of busy. Either way, thank y'all for coming through. I've been Artisan MC, and this has been my PMDM, the philosophy of a multidimensional man. These are just my thoughts, and I will see you next time. Peace.